gentlemen, welcome to the Kingston CISA Open in partnership with Milwaukee here in beautiful Confederation Park. Over the next 3 days, we're going to bring you all kinds of incredible fishing action. We have some of the elite pros from the U.S., elite pros from Canada. It is going to be an event you don't want to miss. We've been working on this for months. We're finally here. Welcome to the CISA Kingston Open, downtown Confederation Park in partnership with Milwaukee. They are magicians. That is absolutely incredible. What an intro.
Holy smoke.
Right?
That was insane, guys.
Right? All that footage.
Wow.
All that action, all the fun. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're back. It's day 2 of the CISA Kingston Open in partnership with Milwaukee. The blast off is happening right now as we speak. As you can see, the guys are just about to head out for a day on the water of some incredible fishing. I'm chattering. My teeth are chattering.
Yeah. It's cold this morning.
It's a little chilly. It's a little chilly.
It's cold and it's a little bit windier than it was yesterday, for sure.
But it is going to be a nice calm morning. The winds are going to pick up around 11 or 12.
From where I'm sitting, they're picked up right now.
And I can't stop shivering. I can't stop shivering.
This is Took weather in August.
No doubt.
Sweater weather.
Yeah.
Sweater weather.
Sweater weather.
Yeah.
Sweater weather. So the blast-off boat is out there. Doosan's out there, and Sean's out there, and they're sending the guys off for day 2. There's Eric Luzak. He's on his way. He's hoping for a big bag today. We were chatting yesterday, and he's on some good fish. You know, a lot of guys were saying that they lost some fish. Look at that.
Shot.
Beautiful.
What a shot.
There we go. So the first heat is on their way out. I can't stop shivering. I'm sorry.
I'm cold too.
They're, ooh.
He's shaking.
I'm lost for words
You
right
that
now.
excited?
Yeah.
So amped. I mean,
Oh, look at Shauner.
watching this happen yesterday from this angle was incredible, and then to sit back and watch the weigh-in.
There's a rough water and the blast-off craziness that we were talking about yesterday morning as well.
The whirlpool.
It can get hairy.
Absolutely. I'm going to pull up the day 1 standings here while the first.
What an
goes out.
insane amount of fish caught yesterday.
Did anybody not come in with a full bag of 5?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes,
there
there
were?
There was
Yes.
4 teams that didn't weigh in. Now I
It
don't
was,
know.
and I think there was one team that had 3 or 4 fish.
Okay.
But I'm happy to say we did see a couple largemouth yesterday.
Yeah.
Not from the team that I predicted.
Yeah.
I was totally wrong there, but that's okay. It was so nice to see, and they were good ones too.
You did, yeah. You predicted some largemouth and
Yeah.
decent-sized fish for sure.
They were good fish.
Not to mention the smallies. Can we? Is there enough time to talk about all the smallies that were caught yesterday?
There's
When you have 50 teams over 20 pounds on a fishery during a tournament with 66 boats, that speaks volumes to this fishery and how good it really is. I think everybody should come down. It should be on your bucket list to come fish the St. Lawrence. If you haven't done it, come down to Kingston and make it happen.
Absolutely, absolutely. We do have a special guest that's going to join us this morning. You guys have seen him around the tournament site. He'll be with us in about a minute here. It's going to be an interesting morning. So yesterday, boats number 1 to 35, or 1 to 30.
Right.
Yeah, 1 to 35 went out. Today, it's in reverse. It's a reverse order. So we were just looking at Brian Bickle, who came in. Brian Bickle and Josh came in with a monster bag.
Yes.
Yep.
Early on in the weigh-in, 29 and change, and then followed
29 and change, and they're not leading.
Right. So the brothers, the Johnson brothers.
Yes.
They pulled it off again on day 1.
They did. They have a couple ounces.
Couple ounces, yeah. So it's very tight. The first 2 are very tight. Did you think that we were going to see more than 10 bags over 20 yesterday?
Nope.
Did you think we were going to see more than 20 bags over 20 yesterday? We have 50 bags over 20. I mean, as a fishery, Kingston, the St. Lawrence, Lake Ontario, yeah, absolutely.
World class, buddy.
It
World
is
class.
world class. So what you're looking at right now is the second heat, which was the first heat yesterday. So they're waiting to go out.
So what we're doing is reverse order today. 1 to 66 yesterday. It'll be 66 to 1 today.
Yeah. I'm looking at the standings right now, and we've got, so obviously Chris and Corey Johnston in first, Brian Bickle, Josh in second, Brian Green and Jonathan in third with 28-36. Cal Clemson, let's talk about that, because that was a monster fish.
Oh, yeah.
7.66. Cal, congratulations, my friend. You won BKK Big Fish for day one. So when you come up on stage, I'm going to have a check for you. Ready to go. Just boom. So congratulations. You did take BKK Big Fish for day one. I'm predicting BKK Big Fish for day two is going to be just as big.
Yeah, we're going to see another 7 plus.
Another 7. It'll be 7.75, 7.2.
So we talked yesterday about a dirty 30. We all predicted that we would likely see one. We came really close yesterday with two anglers.
Amen.
So, yeah, today might be a little bit tougher with the wind. We'll see how it goes. I think it's supposed to pick up after the afternoon as well. This is the calm part.
And I want to thank all the anglers that did catch 6 and 7 pound smallies, because I've never seen one. I've never held one until yesterday. And Kyle's 7.66, what a fish. Yes. Oh, my word.
And I think we need to talk about fish care yesterday.
Oh, we'll get into fish care real soon.
Yeah, we're going to wait for that.
I'm going to give credit where credit is due here. Fourth place, Neil and Todd. Kyle and Adam Howell Todd and Neil in fifth place. I'm looking at a tiny screen right now.
It is. Plus you're shivering.
Right, and I'm shivering. Ryan and Matt, those two guys were amped. I think they were the first ones to weigh in.
Yep.
Awesome bag. They had, let me see here, 26, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 50 bags over 20. That's unbelievable. Yeah. The list and where everybody sits is sitting on our Facebook page. So if you go to the CISA Canada Bass Facebook page, you can see the standings there. We are going to list the top 20 throughout the day, the top 20 anglers, and then we're going to find out who the top 20 anglers are at the end of the day. Right now, I'm going to take a moment there's Danny McGarry cruising out in the Columbia Daiwa boat in the Tatula. I like that word.
Tatula. It's nice to say, isn't it?
I like the word.
Rolls
Tatula.
off the
tongue. I've never had a Tatula in my hand. I've never tried.
You're doing it wrong.
Tatula. Tatula.
Tatula.
Yeah, they spelled Shimano wrong though.
Shimano?
No, Tatula. That's a Mark Hunter comment. I remember the first time. The first
said it to me. I swear it was.
He says that's a nice sweater. Look at that boat. Yeah. Sign, design, and graphics. My partner in crime in Whitby, Chris. That's Pete Garnier right there.
That is.
We wrapped that boat for him. He's Pete Garnier and Elise.
It used to have your face on the side of it.
It did. The original boat wrap had my face on the side of Pete's boat, and I got a bit of flack over that. But yeah, we're
cartoon moose.
Right. So, like I said before, guys, let's share, comment, please. If you're on YouTube, subscribe. We want to quickly thank the folks that make this stuff happen. Obviously, our title sponsor, Milwaukee. Thank you. Eating Wild for making sure that all the boys have lunches. Livingston, John Deere. Today, after the weigh-in, there's going to be a band playing. Thanks to the boys at John Deere. BKK for the big fish action. Canada Bass and the one and only Yeti. Right now, we've got somebody standing on the sidelines. I'm surprised.
He brought his own chair.
I'm surprised they let him out of jail, to be honest with you. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Mr. Ron James. Come on in and join us here, sir. I'm surprised Ron's not on the run this morning, but Ron has been busy. You're good, bud.
I think
you're good.
They clipped
Come
his
on
wings.
over.
They've clipped his wings.
Right over, Mark.
Oh, yeah. There were 4 husky fellas here.
Yes.
Well, 3 husky fellas.
Well, we got to warm Moose up, so let's cuddle.
I'm shivering like there's
let's
no
cuddle.
water. Ooh.
What's up, boys?
Ron, what's happening? How are you?
Good morning, sir.
It's been this chair's going to kill me. You know that. It's been a busy
switch?
morning. I was at the boat launch this morning, guys, and these guys are fired up, man. I said to them, I said, what do you think of the weights? And they're like, there's some sticks here, dude.
Yeah, there is.
I mean, they're, and they're thinking the cut's going to be like 48.
That's incredible.
What was my guess yesterday? 47?
I think you were, yeah.
I thought
45.
46.
Yeah.
Now, I think the weights are going to drop a little bit today. I do, because these guys are fishing, and I talked to them this morning, and they're fishing individual fish, right? So they're not schooling yet. It's not the fall. I had the opportunity to talk to Chris and Corey, and they're saying that, they're saying that, it's not set up yet. So they're scoping, and these guys are so good at that they know what to throw to. If they I scope a little bit back home, but if I see a blob on the screen, I'm throwing to it. These guys, if it's a 3-pounder, they're just moving on.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. Well, we were looking at some of the footage that was coming in yesterday, and their screens were lit up with a load of fish, but some guys were on one boulder. Yeah. One fish, and that's all they were fishing. So one person seems to be on schooling fish, and the rest of them are just on
individuals.
Individuals.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and they're running it. So, according to the leaders, you better have a lot of spots out here, because that's why they feel that the weights are going to drop. But I think the sun comes out.
Yeah.
The wind calms down.
I hope the sun comes.
You're going to get a movement of fish, right? And they might come up shallow, and anybody can catch them. I mean, let's face it, any one of this field can catch them. I don't think it's in the bag yet with these two guys that are at the top, to be honest with you.
No, I did talk to Joe Ford yesterday, and they had a rough morning. It was after it calmed down, the sun came out a little more after that rain, and they moved shallow, and that's when they started cracking them. And they had a decent bag yesterday. I think they're sitting in 7th or something like that, I believe. So,
I talked to the majority of the guys.
Yeah.
Like you said, Mark had a rough morning.
Right.
There was 2 teams that I talked to that had a good morning. And I think you're right. As soon as that sun come out, those guys, the majority of the guys are going hunting shallow, and they're getting those fish to come up. And
so, are you thinking that these guys that have the second blast have a little bit of an advantage today?
I really do. I think unless they're making the long run, because you can run for miles and miles, and you got to watch your time here, obviously. But yes, I believe that they do have an advantage. If the sun's out, the wind calms down. I do.
So I think a boat check this morning, a lot of guys were saying that they're going for the long haul. They're gonna, they know the winds are coming in at about 11:30. They're going for the long haul. They're going to go for it, they said. So, and that was 5 or 6 boats. Yeah, we're going for it today. We're going for it today. So it'll be interesting to see how it all pans out at the end of the day. But I'm really excited to see how close the cutoff is going to be.
Yeah.
Very,
Because
very.
it's close now. And based on where these boats were positioned yesterday, I'm just blown away at all the fishable water there is here.
Yeah.
There's not like one community spot or 2 community spots. They're all over the place.
It's true.
It's incredible the structure that's here.
Yeah.
It really is. I mean, it's the best smallmouth fishing in the world here, and guys in the States and in Canada and everything, they all say the same thing. So,
Absolutely.
You know what I'm really excited about is all the guys that I seen at the boat launch today are excited to finally see a tournament that has some money. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So $50K is no chump change. You know what I mean? So they are excited. They're saying it's about time.
Right.
And CISA obviously came through with that, and of course our presenting sponsor Milwaukee and the rest of our sponsors. But they were so excited to see a high caliber tournament that's covered. That's got the coverage, and they're pumped. I mean, they're pumped.
Well, I mean, they're doing their part by making us look good. So it's
right.
My hat's off to the anglers. I mean, yesterday was incredible to have 66 boats weighed in over an hour and 19 minutes with 0 mortality.
How many?
0. Not a single fish.
I think they had to fizz one, right?
We had to fizz one.
One had to be fizzed, but it
4 boats.
released no problem.
There was 4 boats that didn't come in. One of the anglers said there was one boat that just dumped their fish and took off. I don't know if they were having boat issues or what the case was, but from where we stood, there wasn't a single. We had to call Queens and say, hey, don't send anybody down.
That's incredible.
Don't pick up the fish for research because
there
isn't any.
Yeah.
So unless you're picking up Sean Quinn to take him for research, there's no point. There's no point. But guys, a lot of the stuff that we're talking about is available online, whether on Facebook or on YouTube. So We highly recommend checking out some of the action. Go to our Facebook channel, go to our YouTube channel, hit subscribe. You'll see all the stuff that we were talking about yesterday. The morning blast off, the afternoon live, Ron on the run.
Yeah, that was fun.
It was. I bet you had a blast yesterday. You did more in one day than most tours. Most tours do in a year.
Yeah. And I was so shocked at what they have to offer here in Kingston. Like I never knew that, and the stuff that I went to. There was a lot of people going through these tours, and they have some iconic stuff to come and look at. I mean, if you're coming for a vacation and you want to fish for the best fish in the world, the smallmouth, but you can also do this stuff in Kingston that is phenomenal. It's just incredible.
Yeah.
I think Fort Henry said they had a tour every half an hour going, so that just shows you how popular it is. I've done it. And I loved it.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
I was shocked, And that what floored me, those are, I don't know if you guys caught it yesterday. I was there and they had the band going. Those are all students.
Oh, no way.
And they're all hired,
Wow.
But when you go there, they treat it just like when the captain walked by, boom, they're up, And it was just phenomenal. But the whole city the whole town is just incredible. I've never been here, and I've lived in Ontario up until a couple of years ago all my life.
Yeah.
And I can't believe I've never been down here, but it's a beautiful city. It's a beautiful town. So
before we continue, we sat around and had our end of the day meeting yesterday, and we knew how this was going to go, but I can't tell you how grateful we are to have you on our side.
Amen.
Right now.
Oh, wow.
The amount of work that you've done in the background, the amount of research you've done, the amount of knowledge you bring, and I'm not pumping your tires. I don't want you to cry or anything.
You guys,
honestly,
that's got the best panel right here.
No, that's Moose's job. All the
Ron,
tears.
if it wasn't for you, there's a lot of things that would be lost in translation. And
I appreciate that, but
we are
you guys
very
do the
grateful.
job. I just love getting out there. This has been my whole life. Fishing's been my whole life. You know that. So
sit here next to Ron James, is kind of
Canadian Fishing Hall of Famer.
Right?
Yes, sir. Lucky to be there. But,
I'm sitting with two other future Hall of Famers over there.
There you go. Yeah,
Not because of fishing, I'll tell you that.
no, I appreciate that very much, but I enjoy it. I enjoy hanging with you guys for sure.
Yeah.
I enjoy hanging with the anglers. I love watching the fish. I love watching the fans.
Yeah.
I hope we just fill this place. I think we will. Yesterday, the crowd was really good for a Friday, man.
Yes,
I
it
was
was.
shocked. Today, it's going to be jammed.
Yeah. No, it was the vendors, the crowd, the fishing, the live, the fun. We had so much fun on. I didn't even want to get off the live.
No, it was good.
But I know we had to set up the scales and stuff at 2 there, and it went so smooth and it was so good that we could have brought you guys so much more. And I think that as this event grows and as bass fishing in Kingston grows, you're going to see a lot more content. I can't wait to do this again on a bigger scale, and I promise you, I know the whole organization's going to push for it, but could you imagine this event being $100,000 payout?
Oof. I think I could see.
Could you
it coming.
imagine this event with 100 boats, or maybe even 150 boats? I think that's what these guys want. They want big events, big tournaments, 1 day, 2 day, 3 day blowouts. Like just let's go.
It's coming.
Balls to the wall and catch 30.
If you're a
pounds.
tournament angler in Canada, this is the place you want to be, and you do your whole schedule around what's going on here that week.
Absolutely.
I agree, and this is where you can showcase. Finally, you can get
There they
legit sponsors.
Team number 2 sitting in second place, Brian Bickle and Josh Western.
4 ounces behind or something like that.
I always slip up. We have a special name for Josh, and it just sort of sneaks by.
I almost said it yesterday. I had to pull back.
Yeah.
Family show.
Josh Westrink and Brian Bickle, 2 gems, 2 hammers. So Josh said to me this morning, he says, we're going to stay in, send a camera out with us. We're going to stay in close. We've got a game plan for today. We're going to go see if we can find some giant largemouth.
Yeah?
And if
Get out of here. He's changing his whole. He did not say that.
They have a game plan. He says.
Oh,
he says,
my.
we're gonna spend an
didn't see
hour
him.
or so, and we're gonna find some giant largemouth. And if it's one person in the fishing industry in Ontario that catches giant largemouth, it's Josh.
It's Josh.
You should see his videos, bud.
Yeah.
Oh, they're exciting.
And for the people that don't know Brian Bickle, he's a Stanley Cup champion.
Yeah.
Two-time.
Yeah.
And don't kid yourself. he can play hockey, but he can fish. I mean, he's been around. He's no slouch. He's fished tournaments a long time, and he is no slouch. No. Hope that guy's not going to have a pee right now, is he?
Yes, he is.
All right. We need to find out.
Aurora. I was just going to say.
Hold on. I think that's Atchison. That's Jeff.
Is it?
Wow.
Okay.
Oh, look, he's peeing in his buddy's Tim Hortons cup.
Oh, my goodness.
Is that power?
There we go.
Whenever I do that on the boat, all I say is power pull down.
Don't have the sea legs anymore. Right?
Oh, my God.
But on that note,
funny.
judging, I become a spectator watching, these monitors, the footage that Aurora is getting, not to mention the scrutineers. Big shout out to all the cameramen and scrutineers that were on the boats yesterday. They gave us views that I've never been able to see watching any kind of televised fishing tournament.
Yeah, and it's like as we talked about it, they could hear us talking about specific things. They would go and to the graph, and they would look to the anglers when they were. Oh, if you look to the left, and they'd go left, and it was really cool. The video cameras and the scrutineers did a phenomenal job yesterday. But Aurora Productions, and I've gotten lots of calls and lots of comments like, these guys are incredible.
Oh yeah, professional.
We threw them, in New Brunswick, we threw them curveball after curveball.
Oh, yeah.
And they made it happen. You know what I mean? And
genuinely nice people.
Oh yeah,
right.
You never see them get upset.
Nope.
You see them running around a lot.
I don't know what happens, and I know there's no windows in that trailer, probably for a reason. They're banging their heads on the walls and stuff. But well done, and thank you guys.
Zach's probably in there shaking his head right now. Nicole's like, let's go. She'll come into my earpiece and say thank you from time to time. Fix Ron's cable. Yeah, there it is. No, but honestly, if you haven't had a chance to go to their website, if you guys are into sporting events and you want coverage of it, they do everything from snowmobiling to fishing to hockey games to
everything.
Anything and everything that you want covered. They'll make it happen, and they're phenomenal. This is Aurora Production.
Amen.
Yeah, for sure.
Not a CISA production. Aurora. This is a CISA production. This is a Aurora production.
Yeah. It takes a whole team, with those guys, with you guys. I'm really impressed the way you've worked, Moose, day in and day out. We've talked over the phone hours and hours and hours at a time.
You're my voice of reason.
And I don't think you sleep. I don't know how you do it.
He does not sleep.
Right?
He does not.
I mean, just to put all this together, buddy, hats off to you.
Amen.
I mean, this is probably, I'm not going to say probably, this is the best production that I've ever seen in Canada, and I'm totally impressed. And you should be well rewarded for that. Amen. Because you put this all together, my friend.
I appreciate that.
It's incredible.
It means a lot coming from you, and I'd like to say thank you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, man.
But it's not.
Thank you enough.
It's not just me. There's a lot of hands in the background. There's a lot of. Everybody has their own. Everybody has their position. Everybody has their job.
Sure.
From Doosan to the girls, Joan to
guys running the fish,
Scotty to
Mark looking after all the fish. I mean, let's face it, it takes a team, right?
Christina or Gonzo or let's face it. 12 months ago, Brent and Joe, everybody had their job. Everybody managed to sort of get on the same page when it came to what the event should look like, how the event should be presented. And in my opinion, we put the right people in the right place to do the job. Have there been hiccups? Absolutely. We're throwing curveballs every day, every week, every month. I think the beauty of it is we problem solve well. So my hat's off to the whole team. Thank you very much for making us look good, and you're welcome for making you look good.
Right. And you know what? The anglers are impressed. Good. I've talked to them personally, and they are definitely impressed with this production. They are happy that they can, finally show their sponsors on a high performance scale.
Yeah.
And they're happy about it, and they're all cooperating. Yeah. And it's hard to get that,
This is not an easy thing to put together, and it is very costly. I mean, you look at a lot of the organizations that do phenomenal jobs. Bass fishing today in Ontario is completely on a different level than bass fishing was 10 years ago. You look at some of the organizations and what they've done with budgets that they have. It's It's good. It's really good.
Sure it is.
And when you have a city like Kingston who sees the potential and they step up to the game and say, hey, we enjoy what you bring to the table. We enjoy what you bring to the community. We enjoy what you bring to our city. Can we do something and make it bigger? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Let's do it. Let's do a $50,000 first place. Let's do a big stage. Let's do a big expo. Let's go
shut the
all
street
out.
down.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So it was really cool to see the support from the city. It was amazing to see the support from the anglers. Like that day we opened up the website for registration, I was blown away.
Yeah.
Holy crap. There's that many people watching that, I think we had 45 register within the first 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
It was
Joan
very
was
cool.
going crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, she never left that kitchen island like all weekend long.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One after another after another. But we're getting close to the second heat here. We'll be taking off in about 4 minutes. So quickly, I want to thank, we just mentioned Kingston. Milwaukee came on board and definitely brought this event to light with a giant name behind and a load of prizing. Livingston, thank you. John Deere. So again, today at the end of the weigh-in, if you're around Kingston, come on down. There is going to be a live band, the Hillbilly Deluxe Band.
Wow.
Will be playing on the main stage. Canada Bass, BKK Big Fish. BKK stepped up in a huge
7-6.
You know what I mean? 766.
There's a tank.
It is, yeah.
I talked to Cal and when he had this morning there at the boat ramp, and I said, "So, what was it like to hook that thing?" He goes, "You know what? We've seen so many on the screen that we thought, we hooked it. It's probably 6 and through at the live well. Well, when he went to call, he's like, looked in the live well. He says, "Hey, that's bigger than 6, I think. Let's weigh this thing." And then he's just like, "Wow."
Yeah. It's a big fish. It's a big fish.
fish.
I have a feeling we're going to see another 7 today.
I think so too.
Yeah, I have a feeling. I think we're going to
see a 30-pound bag today.
Yes, sir. You said it. You said it. Now I'm fired up.
The dirty 30's coming. I'm telling you, these guys are hunting for them, and they feel good.
I'm excited for the third day.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be flat calm.
Yes.
These guys deserve a bit of a break out on the water.
Right.
And I think that's where a lot of them shine, is in those calm conditions. They can hone in on those zones. So I'm excited for day 3.
Now, I'm sure there's anglers out there that need this wind. So I think it's going to be a flip-flop.
It's funny you say that, Mark, because this morning when I talked to Coop, he goes, "Let it blow." And he says, "I want 6-footers. I want 6-footers."
Yeah.
And I know that kid. He loves the rough water because he can dial them in. And some guys are,
Do you
they
think
won't play
that's
that
because
game.
he's gonna play that game, and there's other guys that'll back off that won't play that game?
Exactly.
Coop's always liked a bit of a
I
breeze.
think you're right. I think he's got a point, though. He will play that game, and he's not afraid to play it. Now, I talked to his dad, and he's on a totally different page.
His bones are brittle.
Oh,
buddy.
yeah, he's going,
he's the one that's got to fix the boat, too, when it breaks.
Absolutely.
Oh, but you're right. He likes the rough. He likes the water, the rough water, and back in the day when I was playing this game, I hated rough water. I still hate rough water.
I am so a fair weather fisherman.
I remember years and years ago when I was fishing OV Pro Bass, and I'm talking years ago, we were on Lake Erie, and we went out of Port Colborne, and I ran to Dunkirk, New York.
Oof. Wow.
Okay? And there was and a buddy of mine named Billy Nichols. You probably know Billy.
I know Billy, yeah. That guy's got stories.
Right. So we decided, he found the same fish over on the state side. We decided to go. And it was cool. It was like this, calm, By, I don't know, an hour later, we figured we had 2 hours to fish. An hour I had my fish, 10-footers coming back. And I'm like, white knuckling the whole time. I don't like rough water. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But these guys, they deal with it nowadays, and I hats off to them, man.
It's a big difference when Mother Nature decides to fart out here.
There we
as
go,
opposed
blast
to Lake
off.
Erie. Like Lake Erie, a little peck of wind, and all of a sudden you're 3 feet.
So here's the second heat.
Exactly.
This is now
Taking off.
7:30. Second heat's taken off, and these boys are going to go out and do their thing. It does look like it's still a little windy. Not as bad as yesterday, for sure.
We got a little bit of a north wind today.
Yeah,
though.
definitely north.
But it's going to change?
It's going to change into a west wind at about 11:30, maybe
that won't-
12.
It's warming up for you too, Moose. Can you feel that?
I can feel it.
I
I'm not
can feel that
shivering.
sun feels beautiful.
Well, you're in shorts, dude.
Oh, bro.
Right?
It's 8 degrees this morning. You're an animal.
Yeah, I know. I'm in shorts. I'm a shorts and hoodies kind of guy.
Both Scotty and yourself are
Absolutely.
in shorts.
Well,
Yeah,
it keeps me
Scotty's
awake.
always in shorts.
That's
though.
right.
And I'm
Scotty's
built
always-
for I'm built for this.
Yeah, me too. I'm built for shorts.
Let me ask you this.
My legs are like this. My legs are like that.
Let me ask you this. Your first blast off ever, was it a blast off or was it a shotgun?
So no, it was the very, very first tournament in OV. Yeah, it was a blast off. I mean, the flare went up.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? They have out where I live now in New Brunswick. They
Yeah.
have the Striper Cup. They have 240 to 50 boats in the Striper Cup, and it's a blast off start.
Like a shotgun. Are you talking shotgun?
Yeah.
Sorry.
A flare goes off, right? 250 boats. I'm like, there's no
Big
way.
boats.
I'm not kidding you. In the river.
Oh my goodness.
Never had an accident, but I didn't go through that crap.
Are these bass boats, Ron?
Yeah,
that
they're
fishing
all
on?
different kinds of boats, like bass boats, walleye boats. Anybody can fish them. So
Yeah, nice.
Did you notice that I just
Yes,
I waved to the camera?
Did you?
The guy cruising on the screen, I waved to him like I was there. Oh my! It's been a long morning, very long morning. But yeah, so the second heat's going out. So again, it's in reverse order today, and these guys are going to go out and catch some giants, and we're going to sit here and watch it all. We do have a few more cameras out there. Yesterday, reception was an issue. So you get to a certain point and you can't get reception, and there's something about
Or you need a U.S. account.
you have to get a U.S. account. So Zach was in there. Oh, I got to buy this and buy that and do this and do that. It was last minute kind of. Look at the Lund. She's so pretty. Eh?
that's your boat.
I love that boat. I love that boat, man. I love that boat. But isn't that the coolest thing? It's
Great
if you've
shots,
Never
guys.
been, and if you've never been in a boat during blast off or shotgun, dude, your heart starts pumping like
Oh, yeah.
approaching that check-in boat. You're like, okay, it's go time.
Yeah.
And you pin it, and then all of a sudden it's that's $100. That's $1,000.
I still get that when I fish the Striper Cup there. I get that feeling, after doing it for so many
There's
years.
Coop.
There's Coop. Yeah.
There, Carrie's all bundled up.
He said to
Oh,
me,
yeah.
I'm going for 30 pounds today.
Yeah. Stay warm, Care Bear. Stay warm. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
The lake looks good, man.
It does look good.
calm, and
Yeah.
that north wind helps, right?
100%.
Right.
That's an awful lot of water we're looking at right there. Unbelievable.
Yes.
God, we're lucky to have this.
So, did you notice how many boats went off to the right and sort of tucked in? And
Yep.
So to the right is Amherst Way,
Yep.
Amherst Island. I think a lot of the boats were fishing up that way.
Straight across what you're looking at is Wolf there.
Wolf Island, yeah.
there's Joe. Is that
Ford,
Joe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joe Ford and
Oh,
Brent Valaire.
Ready to go. They're sitting good too. What, 10th or
Yeah.
11th?
10th or 11th, I believe.
11th, yeah. That's good.
Yep.
Guys that work so hard to put this event together, those two, really for this whole organization, CISA, hats off to them.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, I know they're sitting in 11th spot. But you look at the names on the top 20, and you look at the bags in the top 50.
It's ridiculous.
Over 20. 50 bags over 20. There's
Matty
Prosnick.
Robertson. I
Robertson
talked to him this
Prosnick.
morning. Just the accent alone, love.
I know.
He's such an entertaining guy.
Absolutely.
He's really missing his whole. He just had a baby 2 weeks ago,
Right.
so he said he FaceTimed
Baby
his
Fisher.
wife. Yes.
Baby Fisher, yeah.
Oh, he
He was
calls him Stone Cold.
Yeah, he was teasing that he was going to call him Stone Cold, which would have been amazing.
No, his wife. He said he FaceTimed her this morning, and she was up all night. So he can't wait to get home, but he'd like to take the trophy home with him.
I just love hearing him on stage.
Yeah, he's the best.
You never know what's coming out. He's like a Gerald Swindle. You just don't know what's coming out of his mouth.
Yeah.
Very entertaining. And you know what? The sport needs people like that.
Amen.
100%.
Look at that view.
Isn't that beautiful?
Man, like I could just stare at that
Yeah.
for hours.
Color that water.
You think they're going to take off to the Ducks? You think they're going to head that far?
Could be.
Yeah.
Could be.
Mike Williams even said, he says, I'm going on a run.
Yeah.
He says, we're going all out.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to see if we see some large buckets, though, because Williams is a big bucket guy, and
Yeah.
Josh is a big bucket guy.
Josh definitely is.
So didn't Murray just fish? John Murray just fished a bass tournament or an MLF tournament here and weighed almost 24 pounds in largemouth here just in the river.
Wow.
And he said that if he did it for 3 days, he didn't think it would hold up, but he says he can do it for 2.
Interesting.
Yeah?
23 to 25 pounds.
Yeah.
I don't think, a lot of people are targeting them.
They're not.
Right?
They're not.
Right? Because
You've seen why, you're right?
Well, true enough. But they won't hold up for 2 days, but you could sure bring in a 24-pound bag of buckets.
I think if it was windy, you would see more largemouth.
Right.
Just because guys being in the river.
Yeah, true.
So the two guys that did hold a record here, or do hold a record here, was it 32? Joey and Joey? Joey D and Joey T. They're currently sitting in 20th position.
Yeah.
I had a brief conversation with them yesterday, and they had said the same thing. Like, the fish are there, and we're hooking them, but they keep snapping off, and we're losing them, and they're very, very active.
Yeah.
And if you watch yesterday, some of these fish are just darting left and right. How do you get these fish to the boat without breaking off?
Right.
Is it your gear? Is it your technique? Or is it?
We watched it several times.
Several times.
Yeah.
Even with Warren and
Travis.
And
who are
Travis.
both very, very, very good.
But you look at Joey D and Joey T and what they've pulled off. They've had a phenomenal year to begin with.
Right.
What they like the 32-pound bag on this body of water, unheard of. It's crazy.
Kidding.
And then shortly thereafter, you had Eric Luzak with a 31-pound bag
in the river.
Right. And so, like, the potential's there for 30 pounds, but are the fish just, now that the waters are a little bit cooler, are the fish more active and stronger?
They're definitely stronger. There's no doubt about it. But, these guys are fishing with the best gear in the world, too.
Yep.
So, you're going to lose them.
Yep.
There's no doubt about it. These are smallmouth. So, I've seen them jump 6 and 7 feet high. So you're definitely going to lose them, but these guys are the best. And, you have those days where you get the groove going and it just nothing can go wrong. Mm-hmm. And then you have the days where everything goes wrong. Mm-hmm. So it happens.
That's every day I go out.
Me too. Yesterday I still would have weighed 12 pounds.
Me too.
Yeah.
And there's
nothing
stuck
right here because the wind was so blowing. I would have fished these docks the whole time.
And there's nothing wrong with 12 pounds for whoever did in 12 pounds. And I think the cool part is there's a few smaller bags, obviously under 20. Those guys, I talked to them yesterday, and they were, hey, we're coming back tomorrow to fish for a big fish.
Right.
There's still $2,000 up for grabs for big fish, technically. $500 a day from our friends at BKK. $500 a day for big fish, and then $1,500 for the overall big fish. So, and thousands of dollars in Yeti products. So, again, thank you very much to all our sponsors, Yeti, BKK, Tourism Kingston, Eating Wild. We are going to be giving away, we now have 2 Prime boxes, by the way.
Do we really?
2 Prime boxes. We're going to give away a Prime box on stage.
Are we eligible?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Not a chance.
Yeah.
Thanks, Ron.
But no word of a lie. There's going to be a lot of things up for grabs. So if you are around the city of Kingston, or if you live in the city of Kingston, or you're thinking about just taking the family out for a cruise, come on down to the weigh-in. Loads of giveaways, loads of prizing, loads of vendors, loads of action, loads of fun.
Come in before the weigh-in.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
There's and if you're not here and you're somewhere else, make sure you watch it on live and share, like and share and follow.
And shave.
And shave. I need to shave.
And
I know
shave.
that. I know that.
So today's schedule is as planned. So are we doing 10 to 1 or are we doing 9 to 11?
I think 10 to 1 was good. It gave the guys
10 to 1 gives some time
some time to clear the stage and get it ready for the anglers. And
it's going to be a big weigh-in.
Yeah.
It's going to be good. I'm excited. I'm excited to get these guys up here. I think we're going to see some giant.
I talked to Evan Kung yesterday, too, and he said he should have had 30. So
really?
I think he's around big fish. I think he was very disappointed on what happened yesterday.
Yeah.
But I'm going to keep an eye out for that guy. I think that guy's going to come in with a big bag today.
Yeah, 100%. So our morning Blast Off Live is coming to an end. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to set up for the afternoon live. We're going to be coming back at 10 o'clock. We're going to let these guys fish. We're going to pre-record some stuff. We're going to get set up. So come back onto the YouTube channel or the Facebook channel. We're going to get things going. We're going to get things going at 10 o'clock. And we're going to go from 10 to 1 live, bring you all the action from the CISA Kingston Open, downtown Kingston, Confederation Park. If you're around, come on over and see us. We, once again, want to thank you for watching and tuning in. Ron, thank you. Mark, thank you.
My pleasure, guys.
Scotty?
You bet, buddy.
You're a champ. All right, CISA Kingston Open brought to you by Milwaukee will return at 10 o'clock.
Yeah, baby.
Austin Bickle?
Fucking legends. They're sitting in second on the best smallmouth fishery in the world. Every single motherfucker went that way. They took the camera guys, so we'll bring them back. They turned 180 degrees and shot right up to the fucking river park.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that? You're sitting in second.
No.
You're gonna say, I'm not gonna do anything I did yesterday.
I know.
We're that fucking arrogant.